Thank you very much, Stress. And yes, welcome everybody. I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the shadow assassin, Kayn. Stress had something at the end there that I want to immediately start with. For all the people in solo queue that are now going to feed with Kayn in the middle lane, what advice would you give them to not feed and how to play the champion properly?
I think the most important thing when you start playing Kayn mid is that you just don't die. It's really important that you never die as Kayn mid. And it's really important that even if you give up full pressure, and even if you, in the beginning, maybe you don't really know how it works, so of course you will give up some depths, but as you start to learn how to play him, you will just look for as many cheesy Ws for the stacks, and then other than that, you just want to avoid trading. You want to get Ws on the enemy, and then you just don't want to trade.
I love it. That's fantastic advice. We'll see how many solo queue games are ruined because of this man's performance. How did you convince the rest of your squad and Fnatic to let you play it? Because it seemed interesting, maybe risky even.
I'm not sure if the rest of the team is convinced yet. Maybe after the game, but at least in scrims it was like mixed results, and people talk a lot about like how it's going to be on stage, because stage is kind of a different game. So my team was not really that happy with me playing Kayn, but considering I played like 50 Kayn games this week, then I just wanted to play it. So.
Well, it definitely worked out today. You've kind of built up a reputation for playing some of these unique and weird and wonderful picks in the mid lane. Why is it that you are doing this and maybe no other mid laners are?
I think we did a lot when we had Finlay as coach, because it was kind of like...
well, that was the animal style, right?
Yeah, that was the animal style, so we were just playing what we wanted to play, right? This time it's a bit more controlled. I don't think I pulled out that many random things this split. I think this was the first, actually.
Do you want to pull out more random stuff?
If it makes us win, and if it makes me look good, then I'll pull it out. But this one time, I think even our coach wasn't that happy about it, but I'm the one with the mouse, so I like to.
That's amazing. Look, I know I got to give you some credit here, because you know what I mean? You put your head on the line with a champion like that, if the team, if the coach is saying otherwise. Who should get the final say? If you're in picks and bans and you're like, look, I'm convinced it should be Kayn, and you've got the coach in your team saying, no, it shouldn't, who should, theoretically be able to say this is what it's going to be?
I think the coach has the final say, and like in this case, he was just like really against it, But in the end, when I was like saying I want to play it, he just said, okay, then pick it,
Okay, I love it. Look, congrats on the win. Just a few more questions before we move away. You guys are crushing it this summer. This is the best form that Fnatic has been in maybe in 2 years, since 2015. What's the mood like now in the summer split? Because there was a lot of talk about the emotional turmoil in spring, some of the struggles, very publicized. So how is it now in summer for you and the rest of the team?
We're definitely still like emotional, because even though we're winning like almost all of our LCS games, we're still losing games in scrims, and we tend to, some of our games in scrims, right? And we tend to get emotional about it, but it's definitely nice when we keep getting like 2-0s, and we got 1 game to unicorns and stuff like this. It's definitely nice for the mood.
What is going to be success for you? Obviously, best form Fnatic's been in, arguably the best team in Europe, expected to make finals. Is that extra pressure? Is that really difficult?
It definitely gives pressure, but I like pressure, I think. And as I told Finlay when I joined the team, my goal to win Fnatic is to win Worlds, so yeah.
Well, your goal to win Worlds. One last question. Is there anybody in Europe that can stop you on this stage? I was looking for a confident no. That's what I was looking for. Let's try that again. Is there anybody in Europe that can stop you on this stage?
No.
Fantastic. With that, we're going to head to the analyst desk with Shocks and the boys.
Oh, it's good stuff. Yeah, Caps, we know that he wanted to say it. So good on Quick Shot for staying on the ball.